Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, where did all my volume go? If your hair isn't as full and bouncy as it once was, you are absolutely not alone. For so many of us, especially after 50, thinning hair becomes a daily reality. And while it's completely natural, it doesn't mean it's easy. The truth is, our hair isn't just about how we look. It's a part of how we feel, how we express our energy, our style, our identity. So when it starts to lose its thickness, it can feel like a part of us is fading. But here's the good news. You don't need thick hair to feel fabulous. You just need the right cut and the right care. In this video, we're going to show you exactly how to bring your hair back to life. From elegant layered bobs to bold pixie cuts to the ever-flattering shoulder-length styles. We're exploring the most effective, most flattering haircuts for thinning hair over 50. But we're not stopping at just styles. You'll also discover pro tips to boost volume, nourish your scalp, and choose products that work with your hair, not against it. Whether you're ready for a big change or just want a little lift, this video is your guide to looking radiant, modern, and confident, no matter your hair type. So stay with us, because by the end, you'll not only have hairstyle inspiration, you'll have real solutions you can start using today. Why thinning hair happens after 50. Let's begin with something many women don't talk about, but quietly worry about every day. Why does our hair start to thin as we age? First, let me reassure you, this is completely normal. Thinning hair after 50 is something almost every woman experiences at some point, and understanding the reasons behind it can help us take back a little control and a lot of confidence. One of the biggest causes, hormonal changes during menopause. As estrogen and progesterone levels drop, the hair's natural growth cycle is affected. These hormones once helped keep our hair thick, strong, and anchored. When they decline, hair can become finer, shed more easily, and feel less resilient. So no, it's not your imagination if you've been noticing more strands on your pillow or in the shower drain. But that's not the only reason. Genetics play a role too. If your mother or grandmother experienced thinning hair later in life, there's a good chance your hair may follow a similar path. That doesn't mean you're helpless, but it does mean your hair might need a little more attention and care than it used to. Then there's stress. Whether it's emotional stress, lifestyle changes, caregiving, retirement adjustments, stress takes a toll on the body, and hair is no exception. Chronic stress can push hair follicles into the shedding phase too early, leading to more noticeable thinning or even bald patches over time. And as if that wasn't enough, the natural aging process slows down cell regeneration, including the cells responsible for producing strong, vibrant hair. The result? Hair becomes more fragile, more prone to breakage, and slower to grow back. But here's the empowering part. While we can't completely stop the natural changes, we can choose how to respond. And that starts with picking hairstyles that work with your hair's current texture, not against it. Cuts that create movement, volume, and softness where you need it most. Layered bob, a timeless cut that adds instant volume. If there's one haircut that has stood the test of time and continues to flatter women over 50, it's the layered bob. This classic cut is more than just a go-to style. It's a secret weapon for anyone looking to bring volume, softness, and shape back into thinning hair. So why is the layered bob so magical? It's all in the layers. By adding subtle, strategic layers throughout the hair, you instantly create dimension and movement, which gives the illusion of fullness, even if your hair is naturally fine or thinning. And here's the best part, it's incredibly customizable, tailored to you, not just a one-size-fits-all cut. One of the most empowering things about the layered bob is how easily it can be tailored to fit your unique features. Have strong cheekbones. Ask your stylist to place soft layers around that area to highlight them. Want to open up your eyes or soften your jawline? Let the layers frame your face gently and naturally. The bob can be angled, chin length, shoulder length, or even slightly longer depending on your preference. And if you have a cowlick, natural wave, or stubborn flat spots, your stylist can work the layers in a way that flatters, not fights, your natural texture. How to style it for maximum lift. Now let's talk styling. To really make your layered bob pop, blow drying is your best friend. Use a round brush at the roots while drying to lift the hair up and away from the scalp. This creates that beautiful salon bounce that instantly makes your hair look more voluminous. As you dry the ends, gently curve them inward to give your hair a polished, lifted finish. A little heat, a little round brush magic, and you're glowing from the inside out. If you prefer something quick and easy, a lightweight volumizing mousse or root lifting spray can also do wonders. Just apply to damp hair and let the layers do their thing. Why it works so well for thinning hair. The truth is, blunt cuts or heavy styles can weigh fine hair down, making it look flat and lifeless. But a layered bob does the exact opposite. It lightens the load, gives movement, and tricks the eye into seeing more hair than you actually have. It's like a gentle facelift for your hair without the surgery, ready to embrace your most confident, modern self. Then this timeless, low-maintenance cut may be just what you need. But if you're someone who loves shorter, edgier styles, or wants something even easier to maintain, get ready, because in the next segment, we're diving into the bold and beautiful pixie cut. Pixie cut, the bold, beautiful shortcut to fuller-looking hair. If you've ever felt tempted to go shorter but hesitated, this might be your sign. The pixie cut is more than just a stylish haircut. For women over 50 dealing with thinning hair, it's often a game changer. And no, it's not too bold. In fact, when done right, it's one of the most flattering, confidence-boosting looks you can try. So let's break down why this iconic shortcut works so beautifully for thinning hair. First and foremost, shorter styles like the pixie don't weigh the hair down. Longer hair can often lie flat against the scalp, emphasizing the areas where volume is lacking. But a pixie cut works with your natural texture, lifting it, giving it structure, and instantly making it look fuller and more lively. And here's something truly empowering. A pixie cut draws attention upward. It frames the face, highlights your cheekbones, your smile, even your eyes, and shifts the focus away from areas where hair may be thinning, like the crown or temples. That's not just good styling, that's smart styling. Now don't think pixie equals boring or severe. This cut is incredibly versatile. Love a clean, classic look. A sleek pixie with soft, tapered sides can feel elegant and refined. Prefer something playful and youthful? Try a tousled pixie with choppy layers and texture, a style that gives movement and dimension while keeping things fun and fresh. And the best part? It's low maintenance. A pixie cut dries faster, needs less product, and takes just a few minutes to style in the morning. For women with busy lives or anyone who wants to simplify their routine without sacrificing style, the pixie is a gift. So how do you make it look its best? Start with a good foundation. Use a lightweight texturizing spray or mousse at the roots. Run your fingers through the layers, give it a little scrunch, and you've got effortless, touchable volume that lasts all day. You don't need to fuss with curling irons or rollers. Just embrace the natural lift and bounce this cut was designed to give you. Still on the fence? Here's something to remember. A great pixie isn't about hiding anything. It's about embracing who you are now, with strength, style, and a little bit of sass. It's a bold move, yes, but for many women, it's the move that finally makes them feel free. Now, if short hair feels too drastic, don't worry. We've got the perfect middle ground. Coming up next, we'll explore shoulder-length styles that bring balance, softness, and subtle volume, without losing too much length. Shoulder-length styles, the perfect balance between volume and versatility. Not quite ready to go short, you're not alone. Many women over 50 still love having a bit of length to play with, something that feels feminine, soft, and versatile. But the key is choosing the right length, one that doesn't drag your hair down or make it look thinner than it is. That's where shoulder length styles come in. This length is the ultimate sweet spot. It's long enough to feel graceful, but short enough to keep your hair light and lifted. And when your strands are feeling a little sparse, that balance makes all the difference. One of the biggest benefits of shoulder-length hair is how well it works with soft layers. When cut properly, these gentle layers can create movement and bounce, which tricks the eye into seeing more volume than what's actually there. You're not adding bulk, you're adding life. Pair that with a slightly angled cut that frames the face, and suddenly your cheekbones pop, your eyes feel more open, and your whole look feels lifted without ever touching a needle or makeup brush. And if you really want to take things up a notch, add bangs. Now, we know bangs can feel intimidating, but hear us out. Longer, side-swept bangs or soft curtain bangs can create a beautiful frame around the face, drawing the eye away from thinning areas at the temples or crown. Plus, they add softness and youthfulness without overwhelming your features. And they're surprisingly low maintenance. With just a quick blow dry or a pass of the round brush, they fall right into place. When it comes to styling your shoulder-length cut, the trick is all in the tools and touch. Use a round brush to lift the roots as you blow dry, then gently curve the ends inward for a clean, polished finish that feels salon fresh. And don't forget your volumizing spray or mousse. Apply it to damp hair, focus on the roots, and let your layers do the rest. You'll be amazed at how much body you can build without adding weight or stiffness. What makes this length so special is how adaptable it is. You can wear it sleek and straight, softly curled, or tucked behind the ears. It looks just as elegant with a blazer as it does with a turtleneck or a silk scarf. And most importantly, it feels effortless. If you're craving a look that's modern, flattering, and easy to manage, shoulder length might just be your perfect match. Coming up next, we're shifting focus from cuts to care, because the best haircut in the world means nothing if your hair isn't healthy underneath. In the next segment, we'll dive into the everyday styling and scalp care tips that make every hairstyle look its best. Hair care volume tips for thinning hair. Now that we've explored the best cuts for thinning hair, let's talk about something just as important, how you care for your hair every day. Because no matter how great the cut, if your hair isn't healthy at the root, it won't look or feel its best. Let's start with one of the simplest yet most powerful changes you can make, the products you use. When hair is thinning, it needs support, not heaviness. That's why lightweight volumizing products are your new best friend. Look for mousses or root-lifting sprays designed specifically for fine or aging hair. They help create lift at the roots without weighing your strands down or making them look greasy. Apply them while your hair is still damp, focusing on the crown and sides. Then blow dry with intention. Aim upward and use your fingers or a round brush to build height where you want it most. And here's a tried and true trick that never fails. Flip your head upside down while blow drying. It may sound silly, but this one little move can instantly double your volume at the crown. No salon required. But product and styling aren't everything. Healthy hair starts with a healthy scalp. Just like good soil grows beautiful plants, a nourished scalp is the foundation for thicker, stronger hair. Start by giving yourself a gentle scalp massage a few times a week, just 3 to 5 minutes. This boosts circulation, brings nutrients to your hair follicles, and can even help reduce stress, which, by the way, is one of the sneakiest culprits behind hair loss. You can elevate the experience by using natural oils like jojoba, argan, or castor oil. Warm a few drops in your hands, then massage gently in circular motions. It's not just good for your hair, it's also a lovely act of self-care. Another big one, don't overwash your hair. As we age, our scalp produces less natural oil, and washing too often can strip away what little remains. Try to wash only 2 to 3 times a week, and when you do, reach for a sulfate-free shampoo. Sulfates may leave your hair squeaky clean, but they also leave it dry, fragile, and flat. If you're in between washes and your roots feel a little oily, a light, dry shampoo can freshen things up without disrupting your natural balance. And finally, never forget the power of nutrition. What you put in your body shows up in your hair. Aim for foods rich in biotin, omega-3s, iron, and protein, like salmon, eggs, leafy greens, and nuts. They don't just support healthy hair, they support a healthy you. If your diet is missing key nutrients, consider talking to your doctor about supplements designed for hair health. They're not a magic fix, but they can give your hair the boost it needs to grow stronger over time. Great hair doesn't come from one miracle product or one perfect cut. It comes from consistent, thoughtful care, the little choices you make every day. Coming up next, we'll look at how professional stylists can help guide you toward your best hair ever, and why a consultation might be the most important beauty appointment you haven't made yet. Expert help. Why seeing a stylist matters. By now, you've learned that thinning hair doesn't mean giving up on looking stylish, youthful, or confident. But even with the right cut and care routine, sometimes you just need a little extra guidance. That's where a professional stylist comes in, and their expertise can be a total game changer. Let's face it, no two heads of hair are exactly alike. What works beautifully for one woman may fall flat for another. Texture, density, growth patterns, cowlicks, natural wave, all of these details affect how your hair behaves. A great stylist doesn't just cut hair. They analyze your hair, how it moves, where it lays flat, where it lifts naturally. They look at your face shape, your lifestyle, your comfort level with styling. Then, they design a haircut that complements you, not just the trend of the moment. That's what makes the difference between a cut that's fine and one that makes you look and feel amazing. They can also help you choose the right products, whether you need a lightweight volumizer, a strengthening treatment, or a scalp serum. And if you're struggling with color, especially with grays or dullness, they can recommend tones that brighten your complexion and bring your whole look to life. But here's an insider tip. Come prepared. Before your appointment, gather a few photos of haircuts you love on women with similar hair type, texture, or face shape. Bringing visuals helps your stylist see what you're drawn to and gives you both a shared starting point. Don't be afraid to say what you don't want to. That's just as helpful. And remember, this is a partnership. The more open you are about your concerns, like thinning at the crown, trouble with flatness, or difficulty styling, the better your stylist can tailor a solution that works for you. So if you've been cutting your own bangs or sticking to the same old style because it's easy, this might be the nudge you need to step back into a salon with fresh eyes. You're not starting over, you're leveling up. The goal isn't to look like someone else, it's to look like you, but lighter, lifted, and more confident than ever. Because no matter your age, your hair still deserves attention, love, and the occasional expert touch. Coming up next, we'll wrap things up with a few final reminders and one simple mindset shift that might just change the way you see your hair forever. Conclusion, final glow, empowering reminder. Let's take a breath and step back for a moment. You've just explored the best haircuts for thinning hair. You've learned how to create volume, nourish your scalp, and style with confidence. But more importantly, you've been reminded of something far deeper. Your hair does not define your beauty, your spirit does. Thinning hair can feel like a loss. It can be frustrating, even emotional, because it's not just about strands. It's about identity, change, and how we see ourselves in the mirror. But what if we reframed it? What if instead of mourning what once was, we celebrated who we are becoming? A layered bob that brings movement back into your day. A pixie cut that says, I'm bold, I'm free. A shoulder-length style that floats gently and reminds you, elegance doesn't need excess. These aren't just haircuts, they're expressions of where you are in life and how far you've come. And no matter your age, you still get to show up with style, grace, and intention. You still get to experiment, evolve, and fall in love with yourself again and again. So as you move forward, take care of your hair, but more than that, take care of your confidence. Trust that the woman in the mirror is just as radiant today, perhaps even more, than she's ever been. And if you ever need a little reminder, come back to this video, let it guide you, uplift you, and help you reconnect with the beauty that's already yours. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this video inspired you, please like, share, or leave a comment below. Tell us, which haircut are you most excited to try? And if you're ready to continue your glow-up journey, don't miss our next video, all about choosing the right hair color to brighten your skin after 60. Because this chapter of life, it's yours to style.